I love to preach kindness, respectfulness, and fairness in all of my commentary videos, but situations like this piss me off with no equal. Jeff Nippard, a famous fitness, science-based lifting YouTuber, was just assaulted in broad daylight and hospitalized as a result by Mike Van Wyck. Mike apparently made an Instagram video saying that science-based lifting was obnoxiously unnecessary and that was the reason why people like Jeff Nippard weren't getting any bigger.
We all know the science-based guys. Any top three you choose. Tell me if you would describe their physique as excellent, average, or mediocre. And where would you put them in that? I guarantee it's not in excellent. It's somewhere in the middle, right?
And Jeff Nippard made a response video to this.
I know I don't need to respond to this, but since he asked, using science-based training, I won Natural Bodybuilding Nationals. I earned my pro card on the most competitive stage in the World Natural Bodybuilding Federation. I placed second in my first bodybuilding pro show, and while doing this, I set the Canadian record on the bench press, and I set a provincial record on the squat. I currently weigh 180 pounds at 5'5" tall, which is pretty close to my natural limit given my height and my genetics. That's all besides the point though, because facts are facts. Information is either right or wrong. It doesn't matter who that information is coming from. If the people with the best physiques had the most knowledge, why would C-Bum need a coach? He has the best physique on the planet. Who could possibly know more than him? Well, it's pretty obvious that bodybuilding success comes from great genetics and really hard training, and if you want to make it in the IFBB, steroid use. I like science because it gives me more confidence in what actually works and what doesn't, because it isolates variables.
Now, did he insult Mike's lifting style? Did he say that science-based lifting was objectively better? No. All he said was that basically science-based lifting gives him a certain level of confidence in the training that he does, and that he prefers it over, say, ego lifting. Jeff's video was unbiased, calm, collected, and focused only on his side of the story and what he gets out of his specific style of training. Jeff's content all across his page has been dedicated to showcasing the scientifically researched way to train according to your anatomy, and never once insulted anyone else's form of training. In spite of this, Mike felt a certain type of way about it. The story goes as follows. Apparently, Mike was training in the Pure Muscle gym as a personal trainer when he bumped into Jeff Nippard, who was recording a video for his YouTube channel. They didn't say much, basically just brushed past each other, and Mike said sup. Keep in mind, Pure Muscle, the gym, allows filming, so there's no reason why they shouldn't be allowed to. But after his response to saying sup to Mike, Jeff chuckled, to which Mike responded, saying, "Oh, things are gonna get real funny." Jeff, understandably concerned at the potential threat, asked his camera crew to keep filming as he inquired as to what Mike meant by that. After things escalated, Mike then gutted Jeff in the throat, shoving him to the ground. After he stood back up, apparently Mike then jabbed him in the throat a second time and pushed one of his camera crew, something that you can see in the pictures from the hospital. This was 100% without provocation or cause. Incredibly inappropriate behavior. Jeff gave an update from the hospital, essentially saying that there was no permanent or serious damage, which doesn't make it okay. Actions like this are why people like Mike are the lowest of the low when it comes to people at the gym. These roid rage, brains in their bicep bodybuilders should be so far banned and removed from every gym on the planet. They are the antithesis of proper gym culture, which funnily enough happened shortly after this incident. Mike was banned from Pure Muscle. This type of external aggression, especially in men, is usually the result of raging internal insecurity. To put it plainly, they work out their physical body because there is nothing up here. Any man who would use his God-given strength to physically harm or dominate somebody out of an intellectual disagreement shouldn't be considered a man in the first place. Considering this all took place without any escalation from Jeff shows just how weak and uncivilized Mike truly is. You may be surprised based on my previous content about how strongly opinionated I am on this subject, but it's because the gym is a safe space for many. Anyone should feel welcome regardless of their size, their preferred training style, and anyone who would go against specifically the way that somebody trains, especially if it's not hurting anybody, your ass doesn't belong in the gym. But when these meatheads parade around so pumped full of artificial substances like steroids steroid rage and try to use their physical strength to dominate other people so they can feel better about themselves, now we have a problem. I wonder if there will be any developments from Mike's end or any apologies, more like. But please send all of your love and support to Jeff. I'm sure he needs it at this minute. I apologize for how aggressive this video comes across, but it's rare that I cover a subject like this on the channel that I feel so passionately about. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. Night night.